Hi, this is me. I'm back. This is Key. This is Cribble Space Program some more. I figured out that part of the problem I was having with the sound before was that I was, let me make a check and make sure I've made the right change. I was mixing my microphone audio to mono. I hope you can hear me okay. The music is actually sounding kind of loud to me. Turn it down a little bit. Okay. Right now, one of the things that happens periodically in the game is if you have two ships docked, which I have a lot of ships that I have docked, and if you have two ships docked and you change the name of one, it changes the name of both docked ships. So this Derby station here is actually the Eagle Lander, because I changed the name of the Derby station from Derby Station Ship to Derby Station, and the Eagle changed at the same time. But anyway, this shows us this orbit here is the original orbit that the Derby Station had been able to attain. And here's where we are now. Our goal is to get out here to the Mun. And we've got a lot of Delta V to hit to get there. We've got a lot of Delta V, but we've gone from there to there. So hopefully this flight will be able to get the rest of the way out to the Mun. We might fail. And I'll tell you why. The Derby Station is freaking heavy. I put too much metal on it. I put way too much metal on it. And I think one of the things that's really slowing me down right now is those satellites. Everything is not balanced on the ship. We're using a lot of RCS to keep the ship in alignment. And our tanks were emptying out. And so what I've done is I've sucked all of the fuel off of these satellites, off their tanks, to fuel up the tank of the lander, to top off the tank of the lander, and to top off this tank a little bit more. So I think we've got enough fuel now to make it, I hope. But the first thing we have to do is get rid of those satellites because they're dead weight. And honestly, they are really giving us trouble. Now, we can't just dump them. If I disconnect this satellite here, it will fly into this part of the ship. So what we need to do is turn the ship around. Always a scary activity. Let's do it with reaction motors. So we're going to slowly turn the ship around so that we're backing away from that. Then we only have to get past the lander rather than trying to fly past all of the rest of the ship. This is actually a very graceful move. It's working rather nicely. Jebediah approves. Jebediah's down here in the corner. He's pretty happy with the maneuver. It's slow, but hey, that's this game. This is not a game for people who are looking for fast-paced action, unless you want your fast-paced action 2 minutes out of every hour, right? 2 minutes out of every hour is freakishly fast-paced action, and then the rest of the hour is this, just sitting here watching stuff float. In fact, now that I have momentum, I wonder if I could actually fling this satellite away. Let's see what happens if I disconnect from that one right now. Ah, geez, I don't want to do that. Having an uncontrolled object floating around this close to a station is just, you know, this. Well, let's just do it. What the heck? See what happens. Disable crossfeed, disconnect node, and then the Derby station begins slowing. Ah, there it goes. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye. You can do the same thing with that one maybe. Disable, disconnect. Oh, and you see our center of gravity moved. Center of gravity moved a little bit. Oop, oop. Come on, get back, get back. Wow, center of gravity moved a lot. Those things are really heavy. Those engines plus those tanks, that is a lot of mass. And I'm hoping now that this will give the Derby station more of a chance of making it to the moon. And you can see that satellite underneath is disconnected. And we are now there. We are on the hack in 3, 2, 1. Come on, SAS. There. Disable, disconnect. A little bit of a pop because we're already moving that direction. And we'll just use the wiggle in the craft to pop that one free. There we go. Then, using... We still have to fly where they are, but... No, actually we don't, because they're behind us now. They're behind us in orbit. So we turn on RSIS, and we back up, fire the retros, move away, move away, move away. Oh, all the energy, all of the tremendous energy it took to get those up here, and I'm just having to leave them abandoned in orbit. Dang it. But that's the chance you take. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I think the RCS system is a little bit violent for making orbital maneuvers, so I'm going to turn that off here, or making positioning maneuvers like this, and I'm pretty sure I'll miss everything now if I swing this way. Swinging, swinging, swinging. So we've got to get back on alignment with the direction of orbit. And in fact, I don't even need to do that for quite some time. Not until we get all the way up here to the apoasis. There, till we get to our apoasis. So I'm going to use the cheat of speeding up because I don't want to wait. What is it? Oh, God, an hour. You know, you start getting into these interplanetary things, and honestly, you get destination times of weeks, months, years. And it's like, yeah, it takes 2 years to get there. And I'm not gonna sit here and wait. Now that'd be an interesting game, but you know, 2 years from now, this game might actually be out of alpha, and then none of these parts will be compatible, and you still won't get there. So it's best to just go ahead and do what you can do when you can do it. And now I am not going to even try to figure out what my burn needs to be. I am just gonna say I want to get to the Mun. It's my target. Can we please get there? And let's make sure that our orbits are on the same plane. Near enough. Let me get myself aligned with the hack. And you can see that the computer is trying to figure out my course a little bit more. Come on, get with the hack, get with the hack. Get with the hack. Get with the hack. You cannot burn when you've got the game in speed up mode, so you have to go 1-to-1 for time if you're under acceleration. But hey, you're not going to be under acceleration. I think the longest time I was under acceleration was a half hour once, and so this is a slow-paced game, but I'm okay with that. I really am okay with that a lot. Let's see, where is my... I'm almost on the hack. You see, we already have this much separation in our orbits. These are the satellites we dumped, and they are already that far away from us in their orbits. Now, that's still docking range. We could dock with them still if we wanted to, because you can get from there to there with reaction engines. But we are about to leave them far behind. Ready? We are on the hack and go for burn. And there, everything starts to wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, we're still phenomenally unbalanced. You see, the ship is not staying on the hack. It's fighting. But we're just going to go to quarter throttle up, and we'll go for a nice long slow burn. Anything over a quarter throttle, and I start worrying that I'm going to be throwing the ship into massive perturbations like I did last time, with everything wiggling and sogging. We're okay. We'll just go slow. We'll just go slow. We'll just go slow. I wonder what it looks like from inside. Yeah, I can still see the docking hatch. And not much to see out there. Let me zoom out a little bit. And there go the probes. Bye-bye, probes. Bye-bye. 4.8 kilometers behind us. 4.8 kilometers behind us. We're leaving them far behind. 5 kilometers behind us. Oh, and look. One of them's already a half a kilometer further away than the others. Darby Station probes. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. 6 kilometers. It's still walking distance. You can walk that in the game if you're EV8 on a planet. I've walked 10 kilometers in the course of a day. It's not great. It's a long freaking way to go. Yeah, it just occurred to me maybe I should make sure that the forward-facing engine is disabled. I have done that. Okay. Oh man, we're still burning, but we've almost got a circular orbit here with, what is that object? Oh, that's a Hathorn Explorer. That's as far as I could get it out, and then I was out of fuel. I should be able to do this as far as the Hathorn Explorer. And always burning from the exostasis is the most effective way to get delta V. So what we're going to do here is make us the new Poesis. There's so many different words for these things. But we'll wait till we put the Apoesis out on the other side, and then we might coax it slowly as far as we can. I want to get at a point where I can start making these maneuvers with the RCS systems. And once you get far enough away from a major source of gravity like Kerbal, you can really actually start doing some meaningful orbital changes with our reaction systems. Even reaction wheels will throw you around a lot. There we are. Now let's go for pushing that out just a little bit further. Little bit further. Little bit further. We're moving. Oh gosh. We're actually increasing by hundreds of thousands of kilometers every second. So this is really a good burn. I don't even want to look at my resources, because honestly, if I run out of fuel at this point, I'm done. Because I only have enough fuel. Oh, I've made a terrible mistake, didn't I? I made a terrible mistake. Let's cut the engines. Let's go back. Oh, see, I didn't disable the cross feed, so I've drained this tank. Fuck, I completely drained that tank. So now I have to go to here, and then this is going to be my in tank, and this will be my out tank. I completely drained my tanks for landing. That's just, I keep doing that. I keep forgetting that I have to save that tank for the landing, or I'm just not going to make it. So now we are transferring fuel. Oh man, I'm not going to make it. Very sad. Very sad, but hey, there it is. We're done. We have the fuel that we've got. We're disabling crossfeed. Gotta get the right node. There. Now when these engines burn, they won't be sucking fuel out of my lander. Oh, shoot. Shoot. There's the Mun. I can see the Mun. But can I get to it? Can I get to it? I hope I can get to it. I really want to get to it. Burn. Whoa. That's really throwing us off. I burnt too much. Ooh, come on, everybody calm down. Everyone calm down. Let's use a little RCS to get things stabilized. Turn off the computer because it's just going nuts. Sorry. Burnt too hard. Got too frantic. Tried to make a leapfrog. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, I'm going to turn my resources. Thank you. Turn my resources on. Just show me the stage. And back, down. See, this hack is where I would burn if I wanted to go straight at the moon. But I would just head straight at it, and that doesn't put me in orbit. It heads me straight at it. So it's great for a crash landing if you at the last minute have a lot of energy to be able to make that final adjustment and hit it. But look, we are almost to the orbit. We might be able to make this. Closest approach, 4,000 kilometers, 5,000. This is an orbit. If we can get there with this, that's an orbit. So, oh my gosh, we might make it. And done. That's it. Engine stop. All engine stop. X is your engine stop. Okay. Oh man, almost no fuel left. But it might be enough. It might be enough. So we're going to turn off the computers. We're going to open up our solar sails so that we can get some more electricity. I don't have any electrical engines. There are electrical engines available. And sometimes those are actually a really good idea when you're doing this kind of stuff where you want to just burn some xenon and electricity, because electricity is infinite as long as you've got solar panels or fission reactors actually. Whoa, what did I do? I opened my clamp. Oh well, sorry ship, I didn't mean to open that clamp. I wanted to extend the panels. Okay. And there we are. So okay, so all of our panels are out, and do we see the sun? Are we looking at the sun? Direct sunlight. Okay, we're good. Okay, so electricity's good. Yeah, we see the sun. Let's open this thing up, get some science going. Extend panels and open the aperture door. There we go. Panels are coming out. The panels interfere with the mainsails. Please don't 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 interfere with the mainsails. They do not interfere with the mainsails. Yeah. Phew. And I've got another panel back here that I can open. Another set of panels. But I'm going to leave the back ones closed and just open the front ones. See, these right here, I think will interfere with those mainsails. And that can cause them to tear each other apart. Are you blocked? Blocked by sat dish. Well, you're not blocked a lot. Only mostly. Oh. Okay, fine. It looks good like this. We'll sail like this. And we're just going to wander in orbit now. We're going to fast forward until we get to Apoasis. And we're zooming up to 50 times time speed. We'll go up to 100 times. And then the next step is 1,000. Now we're really sailing along. And we're going to miss the moon, perhaps, probably, I'm thinking. Not going to come close. We're going to be within 6,000 kilometers of the moon at this point. And we are traveling slower than it. Or we're traveling faster than it on an inside orbit. And so what we're going to do now is try to catch up with it. There's lots of ways of doing this. One is very realistic, in which you actually figure out where the moon's going to be and then go there. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna increase the time speed and go through 100 years of orbits until I actually get there. I mean, seriously, this isn't rocket science. This is just using game dynamics to try to figure out how to get where you're going. The first thing I need to do is get on the hack. That is the anti-hack. That's the opposite of the place I want to be. So if I were there, I'd be traveling away from my current orbit. I want to add speed to my orbit to get that periapsis. Get my periapsis out over here. But still inside the moon of the orbit of the moon, I want to go faster than the moon so I can catch up to it. Just catch up to it. A slingshot towards it, and that will help me do its gravity well. So we get lined up, and we're not using the automatic systems so much because they're having some trouble. And we get it manually lined up with the hack. We are on the hack. See, we could burn straight at the moon now, because that's the purple hack, or the pink hack. And let's give ourselves a little bit of juice here to the engines, throttle up a little bit, and we will push our periapsis out until we are chasing the moon. And again, I don't want to go over quarter throttle. With a really nice streamlined ship that had a really good, solid design, you could go full throttle, even with mainsail engines, and just catch up with it. And I can't do that because the ship is not that well designed. It's off balance and not centered. And it's got some issues with keeping going straight. I love it. It's a beautiful ship. But it's what my brain thinks of when it says space game ship. And we just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Obviously, if we go on this orbit, we'll end up ahead of the moon. We really want to just catch up with the moon, so we want to be just inside its orbit, but still within range of coming under the influence of its gravitational pull. And at some point here, there might appear a bunch of small circles wrapping around the moon, and that's our orbits intersecting. So that's it. Tank is empty. The tank is empty. We've done what we're going to do. We've done what we're going to do. We got two options here. We can pull fuel out of the ship. We can pull fuel out of the lander. We can try to land with just the lander. Come on, I'm trying to double click that, get it. There it is. I'm having trouble getting that display to show up. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to use the RCS systems to catch up with the moon. So I'm holding my finger down, and it's moving just enough that I can't get that thing to actually hook up. So we'll just add a maneuver, because that seems to be what it wants. And how much thrust do we need to get there? There! Okay, there! That's our intersection with the moon. That is our intersection with the moon, right there. And we need 5 minutes and 58 seconds of burn with RCS. Okay. And that is 1 hour and 40 minutes away. So let's use our accelerometer. Okay, we'll accelerate a little bit. Times 10, times 50 acceleration, times 100 acceleration, times 1,000 is going to be really fast. And we're counting down 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. There we are. And we've got to get everything right lined up where it needs to be. We need to be on the blue hack. On the blue hack. Get to the blue hack. Get to the blue hack. Hack. Forward. And here we go. And we're starting to count down slowly. Basically, I'm using the RCS system to complete this burn. And it's slow. Man, it's slow. It's slow, slow, it's slow, it's slow. Gosh, it's slow. I could transfer a little bit of fuel into the main tanks and complete this burn in a matter of seconds. But as long as I have RCS monopropellant, I'm going to use the monopropellant. Because I need to save every bit of fuel I've got for the landing on the Mun, or it's just going to be horrid. Come on, 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 come on. It is working though. I mean, you can do these kinds of maneuvers running on RCS alone. Because once you get this far out, it doesn't take a lot of delta V to actually achieve your goals. And there is the Mun. We can see it. It's ahead of us. We're going to catch up with it little bit by little bit by little bit over the course of the rest of the game. And then we're going to be in orbit around it. And that's going to be rather interesting, what kind of orbit we're going to end up with. But we will be in orbit. And then we will undock from the Darby Explorer, the Darby Lander, rename those ships, and we'll head out. We're half done with this burn. When we complete this burn, I think I'm going to call it game. Jebediah is so happy. He's just, man, this is totally his. He's just, yeah, man, yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, look at the things. Yeah, all right, yeah. I suppose when we actually get right down to it, we could get into a parking orbit around the Mun using the engines on the lander to put the Derby station into orbit if we had to. But again, remembering that everything's going to be backwards now because we're firing our engine from the wrong end of the ship. That always makes it exciting and fun. So close, so close. Only 4 meters per second, and then we're done. And you can see here we are. We're creeping closer and closer and closer. So close, so close. And that is our moment of intersection there with the Mun. And we're just going to keep watching, keep watching, keep watching. 1.5 meters per second, 1.4, 1.3, 1.2, 1.1, 0, 1.0. That's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. We actually went a little bit past. Okay, there we are. We're shutting everything down. And now it's just a question of waiting until the lines line up. And that may take 1 orbit, 2 orbits, don't know. But eventually we'll get in a spot where this is going to show us that we'll get our gravity hook in with the moon. We'll become a part of the Mun's gravital system. And it'll either throw us off into the solar system, spinning out into space at velocities that we can't counteract, or we will be trapped by the Mun's orbit and Mun's gravity, and we'll be good. Yeah! So there's 26 minutes, and I'm gonna say done for this session, and I'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll get into orbit around the Mun. But for now, I'm gonna go do some chores. So, because it's Sunday, it's nice out. I want to get the chainsaw going. I'll talk to you guys later.